Hey guys, Coach A here with you for the very last workout of week 9 of the At Home Fitness with Coach A series. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Completed 9 whole weeks, and we're going to go out with a doozy. If you guys are familiar with the popular CrossFit workout, the Chief, this is going to be set up very similar to the Chief, meaning it's going to be 5 total rounds. All right. Each round is a 3-minute AMRAP, minute rest in between. So you're going to work for 3 minutes, recover for 1, work for 3, recover for 1, work for 3, recover for 1, 3, 1, 3. All right. When you finish the 3-minute AMRAP, you need to remember where you're at. Let's say 3 whole rounds plus 5 reps into the 4th round. Because when you pick up on the second AMRAP, you're going to start on your 6th rep of that 4th round. So it is a constantly adding score. All right. So you have one score for the total of 15 minutes to work, as opposed to 5 different scores for each 3-minute AMRAP. All right. Now, let's go over that. In the next video, you guys are going to see me demonstrating how the RX version, so to speak, is programmed. And then at the very end, I will demonstrate how to do it with all the other pieces of equipment we might have. So 5 rounds, 3-minute AMRAPs, 1-minute rest in between. You're going to do 5 lateral burpees, then you're going to do 10 deadlifts, and then you're going to do 5 push press. All right. Now let's go over this real quick. So it's set for a barbell. I'm going to demonstrate the PVC pipe. Still doing some renovations to the garage gym that I should be able to display next week. But I'm going to go over the PVC pipe since we're going to be inside for this. Like I said, it's set for a barbell. The RX weight for the deadlift is 135.95, guys, girls. So it should be something you can rep out pretty well and have a shot at keep doing it pretty well for the entirety of the workout. All right. The push press, 5 reps. You can either transition from the deadlift to the push press, or I have some dumbbells. You guys can always mix it up. Deadlift with the barbell, push press with dumbbells, kettlebells, stuff like that. All right. Stay tuned. All right, we're talking movements. So lateral burpees, if you guys have never done those before, is basically just a burpee where we hop laterally over the barbell, over the equipment, whatever it happens to be, before we go into the next burpee in the cycle. All right. For this, you guys do not have to clap overhead as you hop across the bar. Just want a 2-foot lateral sideways hop as opposed to a step or a turn and forward hop. All right. Like I said, 5 of those, 10 deadlifts. Weight is going to be set 135 for the guys, 95 for the girls, ideally with a barbell. If you don't have a barbell, stick around for the modifications and I'll show you how to do that. Then you guys can transition right into 5 push press with the same barbell, or if we prefer to grab dumbbells, kettlebells, what have you, and do the reps from there. All right, stick around for the explanation of modifications based on the equipment you have.
Stay tuned for movement modifications.
All right, so let's say we don't have a barbell for the deadlifts or the push press. First option, if I have 2 dumbbells and I can use those for both, it's pretty simple. I can deadlift and push press with those 2 dumbbells. Outside the feet, tap the ground, push through, extend the hips. All right, and then push press, just like we talked about in the last video, dip drives with the legs, press overhead. What if we only have 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell? Well, there's a couple different ways you guys can do this. You can single leg RDL with both feet down. You can single leg RDL with 1 foot down. You can single sided suitcase deadlift. Or if the dumbbell or kettlebell is heavy enough, you can deadlift end over end with it between the feet. All right. Now for the push press, I can either single side push press, or if it is heavy enough, I can push press it with both hands. If you guys are going to be doing unilateral versions, get an idea and a feel for The intensity of the weight versus the movement. So if I have, let's say, a 50-pound dumbbell, obviously a single leg RDL is going to be much more difficult than me doing a single side RDL with both legs on the ground, or even a single side suitcase deadlift. All right. So in some of those cases, if it's lighter, maybe I increase the reps a little bit. If it's going to be challenging, like the single leg RDL, maybe I stick with 5 and 5 to get me 10. All right. And then same thing for the overhead. Maybe we add reps if it's light single side, or maybe we keep the reps the same if it is a heavier dumbbell or kettlebell. Now, what happens if we only have a band? We can deadlift with the bands. If the band is light and small, I would suggest putting the middle of the band underneath your feet, holding these sides, and deadlifting from there. You can always take the band, slide it down under the feet, loop it over the traps, and do good mornings. For the push press, band's under the feet, hands are inside the band. From there, we dip and drive overhead. We talked about before, we can always do them single-sided. Same thing with the RDLs. You guys can put the band under your foot and single leg RDL it. Now, something a little more fun you might be able to toss in there too, if we have a PVC pipe or dowel and we also have the band, I can do many of those same things, but instead of holding onto the band with my hands, I can loop the band over and around the PVC pipe in order to do it with a normal overhand grip. All right, if you guys don't have any of that stuff and we're looking for ideas on how to make this work, let me know and I'll help you work through it. Have fun.